Our first guest this week, Shannon Wilkinson. She's the CEO of Tego Cyber Incorporated. TGCB is their stock symbol. Shannon, welcome back to the program.
Hi, Don. Thanks for having me again.
Now, for those seeing you for the first time, tell us again what the company does.
Tego Cyber is a cyber threat intelligence company, and basically what that means is that we provide all the information that a security operations team needs when an incident occurs so that they can make a quick, informed decision. As much as we'd like to stop things from getting in, as we know now, things do get in, things happen, incidents occur. So the next important step besides defense is to really be able to identify and quickly respond to incidents when they occur. And that's what Tego Cyber helps security operations teams with.
Now, the last time we spoke, you mentioned a beta test. How's that going for you?
It's going great. We're still in beta testing, probably for a couple more weeks, but working very hard for a commercial launch probably next month. So we're very excited, looking forward to getting out our first integration. And then Splunk is really just our first integration for our threat intelligence platform. We'll be moving on probably next to Elastic SIEM. Really, there's about 20 different SIEM platforms out there, and we have a very aggressive timeline of integrating to about 10 of them in the next 2 years.
Is there a particular category of clients that you target?
We're industry agnostic for sure, but really it's enterprises that have invested in SIEM platforms that their security operations teams are using, and anybody that needs threat intelligence. So pretty much anybody is a potential client of ours if you're looking for threat intelligence.
Well, I'm really glad to have you on this week. I saw an article a few days ago where 31% of ransomware victim companies end up closing down. That's a tragedy.
It is. And I've seen also, I'm not sure where the statistic comes from, but a statistic about small businesses hit by ransomware, where it's even higher, where it says that about 60% of small businesses that are hit by ransomware actually go out of business within 6 months of an attack. And there are lots of examples of medical clinics, even a large marketing firm that had been around for something like 30 or 50 years, closed their doors because they're hit by ransomware, were not able to recover, and even they paid the ransom, hundreds of thousands of dollars to the ransomware actors. They were never able to recover their systems and ended up laying off hundreds of employees right before the holidays, I think about 2 years ago. So it's a major problem. Ransomware attacks are very disruptive for organizations these days. And it's not just about the encryption of the computer systems anymore. There's the whole data breach component now, where there's regulations and customer notifications that go into these ransomware attacks too. So ransomware, unfortunately, has evolved, and cyber criminals are treating it like an enterprise now, where they're reinvesting their ill-gotten gains back into their businesses to improve their software and continue attacking organizations around the world.
Can you walk us through the steps of how you can help companies?
Sure. So as I mentioned, Tego Cyber really is about detection after an incident occurs. And what we do is, through our threat intelligence and our integration to the SIEM platform, in our dashboards, we show detections within the enterprise. So let's say there's a command and control server for ransomware detected within the enterprise. We'll tell the customer, hey, we've detected this ransomware group of these threat actors operating out of this country on these 5 computers within your enterprise. You need to go take a look. And another thing that we do, as well as Tego, that's a bit of a differentiator, is that what we know is a threat today. Let's say SolarWinds, for instance. SolarWinds came out and we knew some IP addresses that the threat actors had been using, but we found out about those IP addresses about 6 months after they had been in use. So what we do is that we actually look back and say, we know that these IP addresses have been bad for 6 months and in use. So we actually take a look back. In the past 6 months, customer, have we seen these IP addresses active within your environment? Do you need to be worried now that you've been compromised 3 months ago, 6 months ago, et cetera?
So you can monitor your clients' activities 24/7.
Correct. The security operations team does, absolutely. And Tego helps with the efficiency and quickly identifying threats, and as well as having kind of the who, what, when, where, how of the threat data integrated into the tools that they're already using. Some of the other software solutions out there require customers to go out to their platforms and log in. And cybersecurity has become very fragmented lately, where security operations teams will have 20 tools that they have to use when operating an incident. And it's not efficient, and it's not time effective, and it's very frustrating for those within security operations. And that's why Tego said, we'll take the idea of the single pane of glass. That's a very overused term within technology, but we're not going to force our customers to use Tego's glass. We'll integrate into the tools that they're already using so that it gives them that singular view with all the information that they need.
What are you doing to protect your IT?
Sorry, what was that?
What are you doing to protect your intellectual property?
So we actually serve our threat intelligence data to our clients. We have a back end that is compiling the information, going through the proprietary process of compiling, getting the data in, adding the additional context, and serving that information. So honestly, none of the customers really see our back end or our intellectual property. We've looked at the possibility of filing for some proprietary patent protection. However, I think one of the problems with patents is that you kind of give away the secret sauce and you tell people how to build a better mousetrap, or on the flip side, tell the cyber criminals how to get around your protections.
Why is this a good time, Shannon, for people to take a closer look at your company?
Well, we're about to come out with our commercial product launch, and really it's something very much needed within the cybersecurity space. There's a lot of excitement about our product and our upcoming launch, so it's a perfect time to kind of get in on the ground floor before Tego really takes off.
Tego Cyber, TGCB is their stock symbol. Shannon, great interview. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Don. Appreciate it.